welcome. It's Shakita Davis here. Welcome to Becoming the Woman of Your Dream podcast, presented to you by Women with Vision and Purpose. And tonight we have a special guest. Her name is Cornelia Johnson here in Houston, Texas. So we are talking Let's Talk Mental Health. Women with Vision and Purpose podcast has been doing a series for the last 4 weeks now in regards to mental health, how to have self-care, and just things to be aware of when you are struggling in your mental health. So I have Cornelia on the line here. Say hello, Cornelia.
Hey.
Hey, welcome to Becoming the Woman of Your Dream podcast. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely. When I brought the opportunity to you, I was very honored when you said yes, because I know this is a passion of yours. I know you have been in this field and studying and just trying to make it a better world in regards to mental health. So I appreciate for what you do in your service.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so tell us, so what has this month been like for you in regards to it being Mental Health Awareness Month?
So it's actually been pretty amazing. I got a new position as an adult mental health specialist at Tri County behavioral health care. And so it's been a lot of trainings and a lot of just reiterating what I've been learning in graduate school. And I don't know, I'm just really excited about it.
Okay, good. Congratulations. Do you feel proud that you have made it thus far?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
I know your family is proud of you.
Yes, they are, and really supportive.
Very good, very good. So we're gonna go straight into it. Cornelia, I want you to tell us. Can you tell us about your journey in obtaining your master's degree in clinical health counseling?
Yes, so it has been a journey. So, after getting my bachelor's, I applied to Sam Houston State University, where I got accepted, and I started back in August 2021. And so throughout the process, I've just been learning a lot about mental health in several different areas, marriage and family. I'm about to start substance abuse, dealing with drug and alcohol and crisis. And then group counseling, just all types of counseling and techniques, anything you could think of has been like integrated into my graduate program. I have had the opportunity to actually work with clients at their clinic that's for the community. And so people in a community and also people that are going to school at Sam Houston can come and receive free counseling. And so that was pretty exciting, having my own clients and working with them. And it's been a journey. I will be done in December. So I am counting down, and I'll be able to count these hours that I'm getting at my job for my internship. So I'm really excited about that too.
No, that is amazing. That is amazing. And you know what? That is great that you all offer the services to the students at the college. And you said it is a complimentary service. Is that correct?
Yes, and it's for the community too. So anyone
Okay.
can be can go to Sam Houston, their clinic. They have one in the Woodlands, and they have one in Huntsville.
Okay. Are there any qualifications for that
Yeah.
in regards to, I guess, being a client or whatever the correct terminology is for it?
No, no. And so, of course, if someone is dealing with more serious mental illness, we want to make sure that they receive more help than can be provided at the college. And so that's when we would like refer to Tri County, where I'm at, or somewhere else.
Okay.
But there's no, qualifications you have to meet. It could be, you're dealing with workplace stress. It could be you're dealing with family issues. It could be anger, whatever you're dealing with, you can, call them up and make an appointment.
Oh, that is awesome. So I will definitely make sure I be able to share the resources in the comments for the individuals to get the information. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And thank you for being part of this amazing journey that you're on.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll go into our next question, which is when consulting clients, your method or your preferred method is cognitive behavioral theory and some person centered techniques. Can you explain to us what those techniques are and why are those your preferred method?
Okay, and so with dealing with cognitive behavioral theory, um, what you're looking at is the thought process and also the feelings. And so you have the thought process and emotions and feelings that are leading to the behavior. And so that's what CBT, cognitive behavioral theory, believes. And so you start to work with the client on identifying their, it could be triggers, it could be different trauma, whatever it is that is making them having specific thoughts and have, you know, these feelings arise, and being able to link that to the behaviors that they're showing. And so I use that because I feel like everything kind of starts in the mind. And so with your thought process and feelings, and a lot of people aren't aware of them, or they don't want to be honest about those. And so it's pretty cool to be able to help clients to explore their own thought process and their own feelings. And then you're not telling the client, this is what you're thinking, this is what you're feeling. You are working with the client. Now, person centered is completely it is completely just allowing the client to take charge. And so with that, it's more so letting the client be the professional. And so I use both techniques because it kind of depends on where a client is. If a client is coming in for something that isn't, that they're actually able to get through on by themselves, and I can tell, then we might do more like person-centered techniques. But I would say I'm not going to be a person-centered I'm not going to be a person-centered therapist. I will be CBT because I do like to actually work on stuff with the client, more hands-on with the client, but I will use those person-centered techniques if needed.
Okay, that makes sense. Yes. And thank you for the information because I had no idea what the two differences were. So I appreciate you enlightening us and giving us information. And, that's great. And I know I do have a question. So you said you would be a CBT therapist, and then just PCT is just more of where the client is doing its own work with little help from the counselor.
Yes. And so the counselor is there to kind of help the client along the journey. But the thing with that, you're not going to be challenging the client. And so if the client has some irrational thought process, then you're not going to challenge those thought process with the client if you're doing person-centered. And so you can't be both. I just take some of the techniques. So it's just like being clear on, look, I'm using some of these techniques, but I am CBT. And so, and essentially, I do grab other techniques from other theories, like solution focus. But
Solution focus. Tell us
oh my
about that.
gosh, we
Tell
gonna
us
be on
about
this
solution
topic.
focus,
We gonna be
Cornelia.
saying all this. And so solution focus is exactly, what it says it is. You're focusing on a solution. So it's kind of, you're focusing on reaching your solution. So it's kind of like, oh, you reached that, bye. And, clap. But so that's more so solution focused. And it's so much that I can say about these techniques. And I'm probably not doing an adequate job at explaining them because this is like a semester theories is like a semester. And so with that,
you're giving us what you know, and that's okay.
yeah. And so it's a lot in here. It's just I'm not gonna torture y'all like that. And so, but I would say I do use some of the questions with solution focus. And for example, one of the questions that I use is, if you were to wake up tomorrow and this was to be fixed, and the world was to be perfect, how would that look? What would have to change? And so I use some of those questions because I feel like those questions are eye-opening. But yeah, so it's more integrative, but I would say CBT.
Got it. CBT, we got it. Thank you for sharing that. These terminologies are new to me, so have a high interest in learning and just being aware. And then when I come around other individuals, it's like, oh, I can identify some things. So thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
I put you on the spot with that one. I'll stick to the script, okay?
Oh no, I'm loving it. I can talk. I can talk now.
I told you before we got on here that I am real casual. It's just you and I, and everyone else is just watching, okay?
Okay.
Yes. So next, how do you continue to learn and grow in your field and stay up to date with the latest research and techniques?
Okay, and so for me, to continue to grow and learn in my field, it's just always being, I guess, a student, and so not necessarily saying that I've arrived and I know it all. Every single client is different. Every single situation is different. People have been through, different things in life that so other people probably haven't dealt with. And so for me to be able to say, I'm going to learn from my clients, I'm going to learn from other clinicians, I'm going to learn from my life experiences and my own mental health journey. It's making it to whereas I do stay more up to date. Right now, I am in graduate school, so of course, we are learning the latest things in the field when it comes to research and techniques. But even after, I will strive to continue to stay up to date by reading up on different things and following known professionals that are doing current research in the field.
Okay, nice. Nice. Now, there is a question that I have to ask, and you may can answer this or you may cannot.
Mm-hmm.
But I know going through your program, I'm sure there's been tons of case studies. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, with your case studies, what has been just like a big eye opener to you in regards to you, I would say, perfecting your counseling service?
So I would say that mental health, I would say what's been a big eye opener is the fact that mental health can be stigmatized in so many different ways. We may have heard oh no, I'm not crazy. Or, you try to figure out what's going on with someone and it's like, oh no, they're just crazy. And so I like thinking that mental health means that there is something wrong with the person and the person is flawed, without really realizing that all of us have brains. All of us are going through life. All of us are going through life journeys. And so all of us are going to have different things that we go through that we need to say, hey, I need help getting through this. And I like to kind of pair mental health with physical health. And so just like if you had a broken arm, you wouldn't say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna slap a Band-Aid on it, because, that's just what I'm gonna do. No, you're gonna go to a doctor and get help. So it's kind of just saying the same thing. If you are going through something, even if you can get through it on your own, you are going to deal with a lot trying to get through it and heal your own trauma, heal and get past your own stuff, when you can have a professional that's actually taking years to get to the point to be able to help you, that has their own life experiences, and that's not going to be biased. You can go to your friend, your family, your mom, your dad. You can go to all these people, but it's still going to be biased in some type of way. Versus if you go to a counselor, they're not going to try to put thoughts, in your head, or have their own agenda and their vision for your life. You're going to go sit down with a counselor and you're going to work through things, whatever you want to work through with the counselor, as quickly as you are able to work through it. And so just realizing the stigma, I feel like it's so many different cultures have so many different ways to stigmatize mental health. And so that's going to be one of my things that I advocate for, just breaking the stigma.
I love it. Breaking the stigma. Yes, you need to hashtag that.
Yes.
Yes, no, that was some good stuff. Thank you very much. And you kind of mentioned this earlier on in regards to you taking care of your mental health. So, if you could share with us, how do you take care and maintain your own well being while supporting others in their healing journey?
Okay, I'm honest with myself, right? So those feelings that you feel that you keep trying to tell yourself you don't feel, I'm honest with
Ooh,
myself. And so and I guess I can explain it a little deeper. So, growing up, we're watching Cartoon Network, and it has the little angel on one side, and it looks like the cartoon character, and it has the little devil on the other side, and it looks like the person as well. Well, it's kind of taught to us that your thought process is something that's on the outside. It's something that other people are putting there. People have done this to you. That's why you're thinking this. People there's a villain out there to get you. But if you was to take the time and say, hey, no, what they have identified as a little devil, like, that's darker thoughts. I'm angry. I'm pissed off. I don't want to move past this. I have some hatred. Some people are even suicidal, and they don't speak up on that because they're taught that these thoughts are something that you just need to deny and ignore. But no, whenever you start to say, let me realize that this is something in my head. I am having these thought processes. Nobody else is making these things show up in my head. Then you can identify where it originated from. And a lot of the times it can originate from trauma, grief. It can originate from just being done dirty by the people that you love the most. And so being honest about those, thoughts that you don't want to think, and say, I'm having these thoughts, so let me get help. And being honest about those positive thoughts. It's not conceited to take care of yourself and to be feeling yourself.
hey.
And so, self-care, and it's not selfish to take the time out to say, I need to set this boundary because right now I can't be in the presence of certain things, certain behaviors, certain people, certain situations, because it will be a trigger. And so that's kind of how
You're talking to me, directly to me. So whoever is watching, I hope you are getting this, because I am loving all of this. All of
yeah,
it.
so that's how I take care of myself. I'm honest, and if I need help, then I seek help. If I need to talk through some things, I talk through some things. And I don't apologize for my feelings and my thoughts. I recognize them and deal with them.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you for being very transparent.
Yeah.
Thank you for, one, not giving me the okay, but giving me the okay to, hey, you could, like you said, be honest with yourself, sit with it, deal with it. In the words of Pastor Jerron, I want to keep it forever. Unpack it. See
Mhm.
what the root of the issue is. Figure it
Yes.
out. get help,
Yes.
just really learning yourself. And the one I say has been a big thing is accepting myself and accepting the things that I have. Look, she said yes. Accepting the things that I have done wrong, and then also accepting the things that I have done right. And
Hmm.
finding peace and common ground in that. But go ahead. I know you have something to say on that.
Yes. No, I was just feeling what you were saying. And so, like, just the thought of it is okay not to be okay.
Yes. Yes.
I have had to be told that as well. I've had to be told that as well because we think we have to be, this superwoman or this superman, but it's you're not weak if you
If
can't
you're
get
not
through it.
okay.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you're not okay, you have to step back and take care of yourself.
That's right. I love it. I love it. Like you have spoken so high on the things that I am experiencing right now and just going through and accepting and and like no, I do feel this way. I do feel like this. Now why? Let me process it. Let me understand why do I feel this way? Why do I feel this way towards this person? Why I don't want to go to this place? Like just
Hmm.
all kind of things. Like
Hmm.
you are when you know your why, you could get through the crisis, not say faster, but you have it's a better road because you accept it that
Hmm.
yes, I feel this way, this is exactly how I feel, and two, how do I get past that
Yeah.
feeling, you know
Yes.
yeah, so that was good. That was good. I'm trying. See, now I'm thinking of stuff pop on the top of my head, but I'll say on the chorus. This is so
Oh no,
good,
no, bring it. I like
and
this.
I love how we're just going back and forth. And honestly, just having conversation because
Mhm.
honestly, this is what this platform is for. When God allowed me to create this, I was in a dark place. And I don't mind sharing that because now when people see what I'm doing and what's going on with Women in Vision and Purpose, they're like, oh my God, congratulations, you're doing great. But it was a fight to even start Women with Vision and Purpose. Like it was a fight to even put myself out there and say I'm going to do this, and I'm looking like God, we doing this, you doing this, who doing this,
Mhm.
going through those things. But it comes to a place like this where I'm able to have a conversation with you, others kids see the video, see the audio, see the content, and then two, I was talking to my coach and mentor yesterday, and she was like, Shakita, if you're not doing this for anyone else, make sure you are doing this for your daughter. So this allows me to show her that you don't have to be perfect to do God's will for your life. So I'm just happy and honored that you are on the platform to share your story with others and to be encouraged because I am definitely encouraged. And you are so quiet, by the way. You are so quiet. So this is really interesting to see you talk because I know this is your passion. So I love it.
Mhm. Yes. And you kind of see me in a church setting and we're
Uh-huh.
kind of, enjoying the festivities of the service, but yeah, it's pretty cool to connect.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so I want to go into as I was reading your bio and I kept seeing the word optimize. And I was like, optimize. And I'm like, okay, what does optimize mean? So I was like, okay. So I was like, you know what? It has a different to me. I took a different note to optimize their living, and it's not because you are trying to, like you said, gain something. And I don't understand why you are so determined to be CBT
Hmm.
because you are looking to work together with them
Yes.
on the journey. Like you are like attaching yourself with them along this process. And I'm sure that you are with them for I guess however long it takes or whatever, they sign up for, but to optimize their living. So that goes into my next question. On your journey while helping others, optimizing their living by providing quality mental health services, what would you say to an individual who is having a hard time dealing with their mental health?
Yeah. And so, kind of like what we said earlier, which is it's okay, not to be okay. taking that time to really deal with it is going to be, the go-to. And so once you realize that dealing with your mental health can get you to the next level and get you to your goals, and also can impact the people around you, then you can begin to become the person that you want to become. And then also on the flip side is, go at your own pace. Me, becoming a counselor, I would say that, sometimes people are not ready to necessarily jump out and to be vulnerable with someone else that they don't know. But just taking that initiative to say, okay, I know this isn't comfortable, but there's nothing to lose. There is nothing to lose. This person is not going to be knocking on my door. They're not a part of my life. They are someone that's going to be non-biased, that's going to be able to help me. And then taking the little steps every day to take care of yourself. So even during the times that you're not seeking professional help, you're taking the time to do some self-care, to be honest with yourself, to set your boundaries. Boundaries are important. And also letting people in, saying, I need help.
Yes, it took me a while to get there, honestly, to ask for help because I have always just been the person who initiate things and get things done. And as I saw that something needed to be done, I was always called when it was time to get something done. And then not realizing that, you know what, I'm not even there for myself like that. So
Mhm.
I had to step back, you said create boundaries, and then really take care of myself in order to be able to take care of others.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes. And I would say, like, there's been different times that I've decided, hey, I need to go see a counselor. And one of the times was to do with my daughter's birth. There was some different things that caused the injury that could have been prevented. And so at that time, I was kind of saying, well, I'm hurt by this experience because of what she went through. But when I realized, okay, she's okay. She's okay, Cornelia. Like, what is it? And I was putting my own feelings, attaching it to her and saying, this is why I'm feeling like this. Instead of saying, no, Cornelia, you're not okay. This was trauma. You need to go talk to someone. You need to process this. You need to work past this. And so that's one thing a lot of people don't realize too. Like, as a counselor, counselors see counselors.
That's right.
Counselors, there is counselors go to therapists. There are different things that you are going to deal with in life, and there's no book for it, for getting past it. We do have, our faith we can lean on, of course. And so, there is a guide as well. However, when it comes to your specific situation, it's important to talk through things. And even if you want to go talk to a faith based counselor, you can go do that as well. But talk to somebody.
That's right. Get it out of your head, get it out of your mind, get it out of your body because you know what? And it says stress is the number one killer. Like if you don't deal with what's bothering you, you're going to die. You're going. I hate to say it like that, but it's true. You're
Hmm.
you're gonna want to just have dry bones. You're not gonna want to do anything. You're gonna let life pass you by. You're going to let a situation that one, the opportunity to fix it is there only if you want it. You have to want to have a great mental health. And I
Yeah.
understand life and trauma, yes, all those things happen, but there are resources that we can use. There are people that we can ask for help. Like
Yes.
there's so many things that's available that honestly, if you want to get well, you will find a way.
Yes.
You will find a way to get well. This is so good. Thank you, Cornelia. Yes, I'm so happy. And I know we talked about this, but I do want you to share how can others, connect with you. And you could go ahead and share that.
Okay, so I guess connecting directly with me, I don't actually have a platform for myself, but I do for the group counseling practice that I have. And so it's called Optimize Your Living Counseling Center. And we are on Facebook. And so you can connect that way. If I do have anything that I want to do personally, there is some things in the works with other counselors, maybe a YouTube channel. It will be posted on that page.
Okay, good. No, that's good. That is great. So individuals can, follow and just still will wait for the information as it comes out because it
Mhm.
is valuable information that you have and you are doing the diligency of making sure that you are giving great service to your clients. So again, kudos to you. I am very proud of you. And I want to thank you for being on tonight. This is our fourth week of Let's Talk Mental Health. We have one more week. And you know what? This has been such a great eye opening to me because one, I'm able to conversate with the professionals. Two, I feel like I didn't had four free counseling sessions. So it's just been some great information that has been shared. And I know others can take notes of what you shared and put it to use.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
and
So
I do want to say as well, if you are looking for a counselor, feel free to send a message on that page. If the counselors for the group isn't able to see you, I know some great counselors that I can connect you with.
yes, and repeat that page again, please, Cornelia.
Yes, Optimize Your Living Counseling Center.
Okay, awesome. And I'll make sure I'll put it in the comments as well. You all, we are done for the evening. I am super excited. So we do have one more week left of Let's Talk Mental Health. And then your girl is going on a sabbatical. She is tired, okay? This we've been going hardcore since March. Every week, it just been giving out information and just sharing the platform with other women in business, so others just can have great knowledge and understand their whereabouts and what they're doing in their entrepreneur world. We will be back in August where we will focus on Black Business Month, and that will be highlighting Black women in business. So that will start the first Wednesday in August. So make sure you stay tuned. If you need any updates, please visit our website at www.vp.online. Follow us on Facebook, Women with Vision and Purpose, Instagram _WWVP, and we are also on Facebook at Becoming _WWVP. That is the end of our podcast tonight. You all have a great night and make sure you are taking care of yourself first so you can take care of others. Any closing comments, Cornelia?
No, thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.